to the YouTube. How are you today? Let me begin, all right, so that I can show you this really quickly. All right, first of all, this is my yarn I'm going to work with. I'm going to be working, it's a little, I would say, or how many ply is this? This is like a 4-ply yarn. So I'm going to be using the size 6 hook. Let me quickly grab that. Yep, so size 6, yeah, size 6 millimeter hook. I'm going to be using that. So yeah, working from the say at the armpit region, which is the bust region. The bust measures same. We're going to be using 21. Yes, I'm going to be using 21 for that. So 21 inches, I'm going to walk around 21 inches. So let me see how many chains get me 21 inches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So I'm going to hold on here at 50 and check my measurements. So I currently have oh wow, I'm almost there. So if I'm headed for, this is about 16, so I'm gonna add 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's now altogether I have 60 stitches. 60 stitches. Okay, yeah. That's 21. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add an extra stitch. This extra stitch, because I'm going to be working meshes. Remember that meshes are going to be looking somewhat like this. There will be a post, a chain, post, chain, post, chain, post, chain, post, chain, and post, you know, all the way to a post. At the end of the day, you're going to be having an odd number of stitches, so I have to add 1, and I've added 1. Since I've added 1 here, at that point, this is that stitch, the extra stitch that I've just added. So I'm going to also need to add stitches that will create the length of that last post, because those you're still going to have a post at that end. So the last post, right here, I need 2 extra stitches and 1 extra stitch to create the what would I call it now, the chain space between the stitches. So after this extra one, I need 3 more chains. So 1, 2, and 3. Then at this point, I'm going to be putting in I'm going to be working, I'm using double crochet stitches. I think I should use half. Let me use half double crochet stitches to give you a mid feel, right? Let me use that. So for half double crochet stitches, I just need 2 extra stitches. All right, so I'm sure you all know how to create half double crochet stitches. So at this point, I'm going to skip 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then half double crochet into that stitch right there. I'm chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet in there, right? Chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet in there. So like I recommended, yeah, use your measurement. I'm going to take this paper away so that you can see clearly with the brown background right there. So after you've done your measurements, you do this. Okay, all right. So at the end of the day, the reason why this is this way is that I'm going to be doing a join. I'm going to be sewing them together eventually, so I'd have a solid post at the back. I could use the back for that, the back for to do the joining, or you could join this at the side depending on how you feel, or you could walk in the round. Would you rather we walked in the round? I'll also show you that. So I'm going to do this first one all the way to the end, show you what it looks like, and then come back around and do the one that would walk in the round. So chain, right, skip 1, and half double crochet in there, chain, skip one, half double crochet in the next stitch all the way to the end. So I'm going to do this off camera, show you what this looks like at the end of this. Okay, so we're coming up on the very last say square, or yeah, say stitch, yeah, and this is what it looks like thus far. Okay, and this is it right here. You notice that at the end all we have is just those 2 stitches left, so I'm just going to be putting in the half double crochet into that last stitch. Note this, right? You're going to, since this is going to be divided equally into a front and a back panel, you want to ensure that your squares, so to speak, meaning the chain spaces, are an even number, right? They are an even number, because you're going to have is the same number of squares or same number of chain spaces in the front panel like you'd also have at the back panel, like this one. I have 30 stitches all together. Sorry, 30 chain spaces all together. So I'm going to be having 15 chain spaces up front and 15 chain spaces at the back. All right, so like I said earlier, this is for those who want to go the route of joining at the back to give that nice, usually joining your panel gives it a zipper like feel, a zipper like look, and it's usually really nice. But if you do not want that, you can still walk in the round. And how to achieve that? Remember that to work it this way, you need odd number of stitches. But this other method, yeah, working in the round, all you need is even number of stitches. You do not need that extra one, right? Because you're going to be slip stitching into the last post when you get up there. So what I'm going to do is same measurements, right? So same measurement, same number of stitches all the way to this point. So essentially I'm going to be doing I used 60 stitches, right? So I'm going to be using 60 stitches exactly. I will not add that extra one, so there will be no one extra stitch. So I'm going to be working that off camera, and then I'll come back to you when I've gotten that first row. So yeah, that's about it. See you all soon. Okay, so we've worked in the round like I mentioned earlier before the break. Okay, so yeah, I said I was going to maintain 60 stitches, right, so that I could have this this in the round rather than having to work diagonally, even though I'm still going to be turning my work for this particular one. So yeah, I have an even number of chain spaces, so I'm going to use this as a post to count. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30. So at this point, when this can have an equal number of chain spaces up front, just as it has at the back. I'm going to work another row for you to see this. So this is where we're coming from. So I just chain up 2 because I'm working with half double crochet stitches, and then chain that extra chain for the chain space. I'm going to turn my work and go back around. So I'm going to be inserting my hook in there. So now the half double crochet stitches are going to be on the post of the previous half double crochet stitch. Now note, there's something funny about half double crochet stitches. So I just put it in here. The chain space is there, and I see where I'm going to have to put my half double crochet stitch. So just make sure you are skipping a stitch every turn. So chain 1, half double crochet, skip a chain, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next, right, chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next, like that, chain 1, skip a stitch, half double crochet in the next. So I'm going to work the rest of the row off camera and then get back to you here so that we can talk about measurements and then increases. All right, we're coming up on the last 2 stitches, right, or call it the last 3 stitches. So we have that chain space right there. This is where we're going to be inserting the next half double, which we've just done. Chain 1 and then attach to the side. Notice that there's a space right there, so we slip stitch. All right, I said we're going to talk about measurements when I get to this point. So right here we have this, right? This is about currently we're working with 9.5, right? So by the time we keep going, it's going to keep snapping back until we get the 17-inch width. Oh yeah, or the width we're looking to achieve.